Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. We've been getting snow flurries on and off all day today. The big flakes, you know, it's been so pretty. And for those of you that follow me, I have to show you. See the lights out there? That's our fence for our backyard. My husband put up lights and I have wanted to do that on the fence forever. Like we've lived here for over 20 years. And he just did it all on his own. Makes me feel so Christmassy. And then I went shopping. I got that thing, and then let me see, how do I point? There we go. And that. And I think those are really cute, right? Nice decorations in my studio. So today I am featuring a blog hop. This is with the Stampers Dozen. And our theme today is Glimmer, Shimmer, and Shine. And when I first saw the theme for the blog hop, I was like, ooh, what am I gonna make? Because there's so many different things. You could use our foil papers for the shine part, right? The glimmer part, we can use our shimmer papers or rhinestones. And we have several different kinds right now. The sky was the limit. I started off with an idea in my head using red glimmer paper, and then I totally switched it up. So let's flip the camera around. I'll show you what I came up with. I think you're gonna love it. I am using the Snowman Builder Punch for a really cool technique with the punched out snowman. All right, let's get started. So I chose to use our Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper, and I just love this. It's kind of an iridescent effect on there. So what I've got here, and I always go over the dimensions for my card first. This piece is 2.5 by 6, and we're gonna do a little scoring on it in a second. Then I've got Flirty Flamingo at 3 3/4 by 5, a piece of our Brights Designer Series paper. You get an entire pack with all of our Brights colors. And this paper is so pretty. You have the gingham on one side. We have this argyle look on the other side. And you get 2 pieces of each pattern. Oh, I'm trying to grab another one. You get this pattern in all the colors too with some really pretty scripty writing. So this is our Brights collection, all these bright, beautiful colors, and I do have 3 different colored cards to share with you today. So I chose to use the Flirty Flamingo, and this is 1.5 by 3 3/4. Well, we're gonna cut it down to 3 3/4. Then I've got a piece of Whisper White that is a 1/2 inch that we're gonna cut down to 2 inches. A piece of Whisper White that is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and I've already run it through the winter knit embossing folder, and this just looks like a winter sweater. I love this one. And a Whisper White thick card base. If you guys aren't using the thick Whisper White for your card bases, you really should give it a try. You're going to be really happy with it. It is a lot more sturdy than regular Whisper White, which is a fabulous surface to stamp on, but this is a fabulous thickness for your card bases. It makes them just more sturdy. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. So the first thing I want to do here is we can start putting our card together. We're going to stamp our inside greeting right away. I always like to burnish that edge with my bone folder. And I like to stamp the insides before I put anything together, because if I mess it up, I can flip it over and put the front on this part and then just turn it the other way, right? So don't glue anything together until you've got all your stamping done. I'm gonna grab my Flirty Flamingo ink pad, and I am using a little sneak peek for you today. Are you ready? Thanks for the Laughs. This is a brand new stamp set coming out in the Occasions mini catalog. That starts January 3rd, and I decided to use it on the inside of my card. So you've got a bunch of greetings here. We've been friends for so long, I can't remember which one of us is the bad influence. I often think about how amazing you are. Today, you get it in writing. We really do have the perfect friendship. Talking to you is sometimes all the therapy I need. Our talks are priceless. No one will ever be as entertained by us as us. I love this one. Thanks for the laughs. And then, how did I get so lucky to have a friend like you? You're the best. So I'm going to be using the how did I get so lucky because I'm going to create a thank you card here. And of course, if I'm thanking somebody, usually it's a friend, right? So I've got the Flirty Flamingo ink, and look at that funky font. I love this. And then Snowman Season. Now, our designer series paper that we had that was in the suite is gone, as is the embellishment kit and the puff paint. But as you can see by the cards that I'm making today, there is still a ton of things you can do with the stamp set once all those items are depleted. I'm just stamping off once with the snowflakes. I wanted that to be a little bit lighter in here, and I think I achieved that nicely. Then we are going to start our assembly for the front. I'm going to glue this white layer to my Flirty Flamingo layer. Now I've only left an 1/8 inch margin. I just want that tiny pop of color behind this white. And then I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. And I just realized I made a mistake. Not a big mistake, but this little piece right here, we're going to take the triple banner punch, or banner triple punch. I always say that backwards. There's a lot of things to remember, right? Can you guys sympathize with me? And I'm going to punch off the end of this. Now, I wanted to lay it on here and then be able to trim it off on the white layer. So don't put this together until you have that done. But I'm going to trim mine about right here. And I can do that with my scissors because I've got this fabulous gingham design that's going to get that cut straight off. Get it cut straight. Okay, we can add this layer. This is a really simple card with a big wow factor. We haven't gotten to the wow factor yet, but we're going to get there shortly. All right, we're going to stamp our greeting. Where did that go? You know what? I think I put it away. Let's see. I've got itty bitty greetings here. Sure enough, I did. Silly me. I always try to tidy up before I do a video, and I guess I got a little carried away. I don't know what I was thinking. That's silly. Okay. And we're going to stamp this. This says many thanks. See how good I do. Oh, look how crooked it is. Let's try it again. I'm glad this is just a scrap. And that one's straighter, but I want it down a little bit. Do you guys do this? Like, I'm not the only one. Oh, that's all silly too. Crooked. Oh, that looks perfect. So, 5th time's the charm. You guys, I want you to let me know how many times it takes you to get your tiny little words straight. All right. That's real life stamping with Kelly, because that's how it really does go. I know sometimes in these videos everything looks all perfect. Well, it is far from perfect. So when you're at home and you're stumbling over things like this, you just remember that I'm at home stumbling over things like this too. That's how it goes. Okay, we're going to get these off of here. And isn't that just pretty? And then we've got the white card base. So this is like this is what I would consider a clean and crisp card because it's just really bright, lots of white going on. I'm going to take this little 1/2 inch layer, make sure I'm doing the right side here, and I'm going to just glue that right on here so that my flag lines up with the flag from the punch. And I could have taken the punch and done it, but that's another trial and error thing. Yeah. Okay. Here comes the spectacular part. I know you guys are going to love this. I'm going to bring in my new paper trimmer. If you are in the market for a paper trimmer, we've had this out for a while now, and I'm very impressed with it. It's only $25. It is really a good paper trimmer. It has a scoring blade, which is what we're going to be using. Now, remember this Dazzling Diamond Glimmer paper was 2.5 by 6. We are going to score it at 1. Oh, I think I scored it from the back side. Yeah, score it from the back because you're going to get just a better score line with that glimmer on the front. It's just easier this way. So 1, 3. Do you guys ever say to yourself, I wish she'd shut up and just stop rattling? I hope not, because I think that's part of the fun. Like, I feel like I have people here with me. Maybe I'm a little delusional. Maybe I've been sniffing too much Stays On ink. Okay, so now once you have your score lines in there, let me see if I can get some more light in here. I think that'll work good. Score, score, and score. You're going to bring, I'm going to pull some more light in. There we go. You're going to bring the Snowman Builder Punch up in here, and you're going to center that score line right in the middle of the snowman. Let me make sure that you can see that. I'm going to kind of tilt it around. Hopefully the light will catch it, and punch it out. Okay, so there's one snowman. On the second score line here, we're going to do the same thing. And on the third score line, we're going to do the same thing. Now you need to space those score lines out far enough because we're punching all these other things along with our snowman, right? So that works out pretty good. Okay. The only thing that I'm going to keep from all these little bits and pieces is one little hat. And then I'm going to show you an alternate idea. I'm going to punch a hat out of the gingham here, and I'll let you decide what you want to do with your card. Okay, here we come back in here. Now, our snowman is scored, snowmen I should say. They're all scored on the back. So we're going to take and fold. Now, don't worry about the fact that you didn't get that score line perfectly in the center. I don't either. I could say nothing and you would think I did, but they're not perfectly centered because that's really hard. But now you can kind of mush them around and get them folded so that they're centered. The score line just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to burnish that little snowman. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing to the next one. And then again, ooh, this one is perfect. I haven't had a perfect one yet, and I've made several of these cards, so yay me. And then we've got this one. Oh, I did really good, you guys. See, and the more you do it, the easier it gets, right? Okay, we've got 3 snowmen folded in half, and now what we're going to do is bring in, I think my glue is kind of, yep, it's got a little stopped up in the end there. We're going to bring in our other snowman, and we're going to glue it together. Now, the important part about this is that you make sure that these edges are lining up, okay? Don't worry about the fold on the back. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's going to see it, but you want to make sure that these edges are all lined up. This doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it matters a little bit. Let's be real. But it doesn't have to be perfect, and nobody will ever know that it's not perfect. So I like to fold these in half and hold on to them and then set them down on the snowman, open them up right away so we've still got some wiggle room with that glue so we can get these edges lined up. You just push on them and slide them a little bit. Okay, look at our snowman. Is that not the cutest little thing you've ever seen? So this is how you take your symmetrical, and this is symmetrical, both sides are the same, right? You can take any of your symmetrical punches and you can create a 3D image with them, or object. So now I'm going to take my glue. I'm not going to put glue under his head. Don't put any glue up there. Or her head. She is Flirty Flamingo. Maybe it's a girl. Nobody knows. But it's going to wear a boy hat. So... And then you can take your hat, put a little bit of glue on the back, and slide it in just like that. Isn't that cute? Or, and you guys, I actually came up with this idea by myself. Like lots of times I see what other people are doing and I make my own version of it, but I'm pretty proud of this one. Or you could take some of your designer series paper and use that for your hat. I don't know. You decide which one you like. It's just something that I had a hat laying there And I thought, oh, I wonder what that would look like. I thought it was cute. So I'm going to tilt my hat just a little bit on purpose. And then last but not least, we've got these fabulous holiday rhinestone basic jewels. And I thought they were perfect to add just a little bit more glimmer, shimmer, and shine. So with this, we've got red, and I'm going to see how this red looks with our Flirty Flamingo. I don't think I like that. But it did match the other two cards. The rhinestones matched the other two cards that I made. Hang tight, I'm going to grab some regular rhinestones. Okay, here we go. I'm going to grab a big one. And maybe put it right down there. A little teeny weeny one. How about, are these backwards? Oh, they are. I'm like, what is going on? Here's a medium one. And you can put as many rhinestones on as you want. Then here is a Pacific Point version of the same card. And I think I will add some of these blue rhinestones from the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels up here. Isn't that cute? And then I've got Coastal Cabana. Which one is your favorite? Coastal Cabana, Pacific Point, Flirty Flamingo. Now this one I made into a Christmas card, and I used the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. Oh, this is Itty Bitty Christmas. Oh, this is the one I used, Itty Bitty Christmas. This is a great stamp set. It's got tons of Christmas sayings in it. Have a sugar sprinkled season. I love that one. Believe, no peeking till Christmas. And then for the many thanks, I got that from Itty Bitty Greetings. And this has 32 different greetings in it. So you get it in 2 cases. This is a fabulous stamp set. Snowman Season is the stamp set that matches the Snowman Builder Punch, which we have right here. And then Thanks for the Laughs is a brand new set. This is a sneak peek for you. And how did I get so lucky to have a friend like you, right? Okay, you guys. Now remember, this is all part of the Stampers Dozen blog hop. Everybody is featuring projects with glimmer, shine, and shimmer today. So or I should say tonight, make sure that you click right up here. That's going to take you over to my blog where you can follow along on the blog hop and see what everybody else made. There's going to be a lot of glitz going on with Stampin' Up! Products tonight. So I'm excited to see what everybody else made too. Remember, if you would like to place an order, and I always appreciate your orders, you can use this host code when prompted to enter one. Now remember, if your order is over $150, do not use that code. You're going to get some rewards from Stampin' Up! I definitely want you to have those. If your order is under $150, I appreciate you using this. This is what helps me bring door prizes and stuff like that to you. So you can always find my blog right here. There's an online ordering button in the right-hand column that'll take you right over to my store. We do have a retiring product list there, and also the items that are going to be discontinued from the holiday mini catalog. So you'll want to check that out for sure. And once again, you guys, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.